Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Monday morning, the weekend's over, and I do have a bunch of orders I gotta ship out. Had a really good weekend. Sales were strong, I think in part because I did run a really aggressive sale. Items 10, 20, up to 35% off for items that have been in my store for quite a while, and it definitely paid results. Now, I did get prices lower than I was hoping for on a lot of items because I did run that sale, but overall, I'm really happy with what sold for the prices I got and the total amount of sales in dollars. So let's go over things and we'll just talk about some general eBay sales and what's going on. For the weekend, this was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sales, so 3 days worth. I sold 24 items for a total of $857.06. So about a $35 average per item. Without that sale, I don't think I would have had as many sales and as good of a dollar amount as I did have. So my suggestion to you is if your sales are slow, if you're struggling a little bit right now, go in and clean up your eBay store a little bit. Run a tiered sale for items that have been in your store for 3 months, 6 months, a year. Be aggressive. Get those items sold. Go to your send offers page. Send individual offers out on items where you have watchers and people might be interested in buying them. The sale is definitely working for me. It's not anything special that I'm doing other than going on and running the sale. You can do the same, and hopefully that'll boost your sales a little bit too. So let's get going. We got a long video to go through here. So 24 items, $857. Let's get going. First one, I had one viewer sale this weekend. Now, I don't have a lot of viewer sales, so when they come in, trust me, I really do appreciate them. Thanks a lot to Gary for buying this item. This is a 1977 Star Wars card. I love these cards. It takes me back to my youthful days when I was buying these after the movie came out. This is a PSA 8 card featuring Han Solo and Chewbacca. This was one of my sale items, and it sold for $12.79. So thanks a lot, Gary. I appreciate it. Next item to sell was this. See if we can get it here in the light. This is autographed by Carl Hubbell. He's a Hall of Fame baseball player. It is authenticated down here. Here's the little card that goes with it. The unique sale about this is actually going to one of the baseball card companies. What they do in a lot of their products is they will take this card, they will just cut out the signature and encase it in another card, and it goes into one of their products that they put out. First time that's ever happened to me, so it's kind of cool. This is going out to the Leaf Company. This did sell via 35% off sale, and I got $12.99 shipped for it. Next item is this walking boot. This is one of the versions where it has a little pump-up air thing right here. This thing is in fantastic condition. I mean, it hardly looks like it was used, and that was the reason I picked it up. You do see a lot of these walking boots, knee braces, other things in stores, and this is one of these things that I'm going to start looking out for a little more. It's the first one I've ever bought and the first one to ever sell. It is going back to Florida, so it's going to cost me a bit to ship, probably $12 to $15 is my guess. Maybe I can use Pirate Ship, get a little bit cheaper shipping if I can box it small enough. And it did go via the 35% off sale, and I got $32.49. You can see on the screen, it gives you the percentage off, and it shows you also what the original price was. I was originally looking for $50 for this. All right, this might be my favorite sale from the weekend. This is a She-Ra, Princess of Power, from the He-Man Master of the Universe series. It's one of these TV trays right here, a metal tray. Really nice condition. You see up close, there is a little bit of dirt, maybe a touch of rust. Really cool item. I picked it up for just a few dollars, and these are fairly rare. There's only a couple of them on eBay. This time it was 20% off, ended up getting $39.99 shipped, and it's going in-state here to Arizona, so it's not going to cost me but maybe $9 to send out. This item I picked up just a week or so ago. It's not real expensive, but it was just really cool because it had the original box. It's called a Con Song Flute. It's like a recorder in a way, little plastic instrument, has the instructions inside. Wouldn't have bought it if it was just the instrument, but because it had the box and everything, I figured it was kind of neat. Could get a little more than what the regular ones were going for. And the sell-through rate was really good on these on eBay. There's only a few available for sale, and if you look at the solds, there's a ton of them out there. People sell these for as low as $5 that they have just this, but because I had the box and everything, I ended up getting $14.99 shipped. Next item is this Pocahontas doll. This is made by Mantle. I think it's from the 90s. I can't see the date on here exactly, but it is an older one. I picked this up for $10 at a thrift store. Couple months back, I bought, I don't know, it was 8, 10, 12 different dolls that they had for $10 each. A couple got sent into Amazon, but most of them I put on eBay. They were almost all Disney. So we had Pocahontas. I know I had a bunch of Peter Pan, ones like that. This was one of the last ones to sell. Still got good money for it. It didn't go through the sale, and I'm getting $39.99 shipped. This next one is the only comic book to sell over the weekend. Those sales have slowed down a little bit, but I still have some in my store, and I still have more to list, so hopefully I can get some of those going this week. This is Phantom Stranger, issue number 4. You can look. It's an older one. It's a 15-cent comic. I think in the description here I have the year of the comic. Had it originally for $9.99 shipped. It was 20% off and ended up selling for $7.99. This is a really cool NASCAR pit crew shirt. This is for the Diamond Waltrip or Waltrip Diamond team. Had picked up a bunch of these actually at the local sports auction. I bought, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these a while back, and it sold through the 20% off sale and ended up getting $19.99 shipped. This next one, I think this is the first blanket I've ever sold. I started picking up a few of these recently. This is a vintage Beaterlack brand. You can see the full image of the blanket here. Really cool, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Picked it up in the store. It was either like $4 or $5. It wasn't too much. And then I ended up getting $29.99 plus another $14.99 for shipping. So it ended up being $45 all in for this blanket. Really good sale. Sold several hats this weekend. This is the first one up. It's the Denver Broncos. This is a vintage hat. Really cool snapback trucker style hat. Originally had it in my store for $20. It was one of the 35% off items. And someone asked if I would take a little less. So I said, hey, I'll do $12.50, and we agreed upon that price. It'll ship out first class. Cost me maybe about $4. So I ended up getting $12.50 shipped. This jersey, I just listed this over the weekend. It's a Michael Jordan vintage Champion brand youth jersey. You can see the Champion label down here. This does have a couple of condition issues. First, they cut the tag off this here. And what happens with a lot of these jerseys, let's see if I get it up close here. You can see on the edge of the letters, they start to crack. They start to crack and chip. Mainly it's from putting them in the dryer. So if your kids have these kind of jerseys, don't put them in the dryer. Wash them and then line dry them or hang them around to dry. Like I said, I just listed it over the weekend and ended up getting $17.99 shipped for this one. And I actually bought it for $1.99 at a Goodwill. Here's another really cool and unique item. It's a vintage tennis racket, but as soon as I saw this in the store, I could tell it was a lot older than your average 1970s wooden rackets that you find. See if I can get it up close here. You can see the Spalding logo right here, and just by the shape of the racket head and the handle has some curves to it. There's nothing on the end there. If it had something originally, it came off. But this is a Spalding Greenwood racket. Picked it up for just a few dollars. I think this was in my store for $60. I think that was the original price I was asking, and it sold through the 20% off sale. Ended up getting $47.99 shipped, so really happy with this one. Here's a cheap little item that went out. This is a minor league hockey puck from an all-star game. So the ECHL, which I think is the East Coast Hockey League, originally had it in my store for $10 and went 20% off for $7.99 shipped. Video games are hot right now. Everybody's at home wanting video games, toys, puzzles, stuff like that. So if you have those items, get them listed. This is an N64 game for Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. Wasn't listed too long in my store, so it wasn't on sale. It sold for $19.99 shipped. Next item is this Gibbon Slackline. It's got the ratchet right here. Here's the Slackline all rolled up. I'm hoping I can still get this into a flat rate box. Worst case, medium flat rate, because it is going across country. It's pretty heavy, especially this part here. Originally had this in my store for $50. Went 35% off. Sold for $32.49 shipped. Next hat is this John Deere. Again, it's a mesh trucker hat. It's been in my store for a little while. I think I had it at like 15 or 16 bucks, and it was 35% off. Sold for $10.39 shipped. These next hats are pretty neat and unique. They're Arizona Diamondbacks. These are original hats from like the late 1990s when the team was formed. These have like a snake skin looking bill on both of these. I don't think I ever talked about this purchase. I picked these up a few weeks ago from a local card shop. He had, I can't remember how many I bought, 70, 75 hats. I bought a bunch of them. So I bought every hat that he had so I could be the only seller of these on eBay and locally. Put these two hats together in a lot, ended up getting $29.99 shipped for the pair of them. Next item is a camera. I don't sell a lot of electronic equipment like this. It's an item that can't be tested, or I mean, if you have the right equipment, I guess you can. So I just sold it as is. Looked at the comps, saw that it was worth selling that way. You can see the image up here of the actual camera, not just in the case here. But because I had the camera, the case, really nice condition, I figured I'd list it. Wasn't in my store too long, so it was 20% off. Ended up getting, I think it's $23.99 shipped. This next item is the biggest item and the most expensive item that I sold this weekend. This is a fantastic Callaway golf bag. It actually belonged to a former pro golfer. His name's right here, Brandel Chamley. This was one from the Greenbrier Classic 2011. My guess is they give them bags for each tournament. At least I'm assuming that's what they do. It's in fantastic condition. I don't know if he ever really used it. I bought this at the local box lot auction. They had this bag and a set of his clubs. The clubs are still in my store. This finally sold. It's been quite a while. I think I paid just over $100 for the clubs and for the bag. So this was on sale 35% off. I mean, I was originally trying to get $300 or $400 for this bag. Slowly marked it down a little bit. When it went on sale, someone said that if I covered the shipping that they would buy it. So we agreed upon the price of $185 plus $30 shipping, $215 sale. Now it is going to, I think it's West Virginia. So I have to box this up pretty good to make sure that it makes it from here to West Virginia. It's going to cost me a little bit, probably even more than that $30 that I charged him, but still a really good sale for $200 and $215. Next item is the last of my listings of these laser tag guns. These are made by Tiger Electronics. I've talked about them in the past. It's one of the few laser tag guns that I do pick up, and my success rate of these is really good as far as getting them working. I think the last batch I had 14 of them that I tried, 12 of them worked, 2 didn't. The only thing that I really test in the store is they have this little button right here, and this is how you reload. So you pop that down, slap that back up, and that reloads your gun while you're playing. So if that pops down and clicks up really easy, I've had really good success with these. A lot of times that sticks and it doesn't pop out. Don't buy those. Set of 4 of these. It's actually being shipped in state, so I'm happy about that. It's not going to cost me too much to ship. I think I was originally asking $60 for the set of 4 of them, and then I'm going for $47.99. I sold a Mike Piazza item, but it's not a card. It's this. Look, it's got Mike Piazza and David Cohn on this bat. This was a special giveaway, I guess. It's got a Pizza Hut logo here. So they must have ran a promotion when both of them were playing in New York. So this is a crusher bat, and they call it the controller ball. So got the 2 of them together. It's a Nerf foam bat, still new in the packaging. Picked it up for just a few bucks. Wasn't in my store that long because it wasn't on sale. So I ended up getting $29.99 shipped for this one. Sold this Batman PopSocket here. I picked this up in a bag that had 5 different random superhero items. It was an item that we broke open on my other channel. I do have another channel that I do with my daughter. It's called KK and Her Dad Open Stuff. I don't promote it too much on here. There's always a link down in the description. If you want to check it out, go over there. This was in a $9.99 superhero bag, they called it, from, I don't know if we got it from Walmart or Target. We opened it up on our channel. This was the best item in there. We paid $9.99 for that bag, and this ended up selling for $11.99 shipped. Not a whole lot of sports cards sold over the weekend, just this one set here. This is a Mickey Mantle set. You see it right there. It's made by Topps, and this is, I don't know, I can't remember, there's 40, 50 cards in this set. It sort of highlighted a bunch of the different home runs in his career. So that one's, 360. And you get to like his final home run, 536. So a bunch of cards in here. I put this set together myself. It was in my store for a while. I think I had it at $60 or $70, and it ended up selling for $51.99 after it was marked 35% off. All right, we made it to the last item here. It's the last hat. It's this Washington Redskins one. This was another hat purchase that I don't think I got on video or anything. I purchased a bunch of vintage Washington Redskins hats, anywhere from probably the 80s through the early 2000s. There were 8 or 10 hats. Thanks to my man Cruz for hooking me up with these. I did pay up for them. I think I paid him $8 a hat, which is more than I usually pay, but, you know, every once in a while I got to pay Cruz a fair price for things. This hat ended up going for $24.99 shipped. That's everything I got. So, yeah, it was good sales. 24 items, $857. I got a lot of shipping to do. I hope you're selling stuff. If you're not, again, try to do some of those things that you can promote your store, sales, promoted listings, or sending out offers to items you have. Just so you know, I have run no promoted listings this year. Yeah, 0%. And I'm having a great year so far. My sales are up over last year, and I am not running promoted listings. I think the items that I sell are unique enough to where I don't have to. You know, if you're selling a lot of shoes and clothes and stuff like that, I think promoted listings are needed because there is such an amount of those items out there. But with these sports collectibles, pop culture items, I think they're unique enough to where I don't have to. All right, I think that's everything I got. Thanks for watching. For those of you that made it all the way here to the end, big thumbs up to you. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below and consider supporting this challenge, and definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.